What do you enjoy about exploring the rich mythology of Batman?
That's I think Batman is so well known, and he's so established. I mean, his origin story alone, I think, has been told dozens of times already. So I think he's one of those. It's almost like he's like a myth almost now that, for the most part, like the general populace already kind of knows his origin story. So I think a lot of it has to do more now with what type of situation he's in, what story it is, and how do people sort of what type of puzzle or adventure he has to go through.
What role do you feel the Batman video games have played in keeping that mythology alive and connecting with a younger audience?
It's interesting because I think they're all sort of potentially modes of telling a story, right? Obviously, like game mechanics, I feel like it has the things that is inherent of like why do you play the game, and so the story element I feel like is more of excuses why to put him in a situation where you got to fight this person. It gives you, I think, an instant sort of familiarity, an instant sort of history, but also it gives you a certain set of kind of like, oh, I know what Mr. Freeze does, and so now you're going to fight somebody that's shooting freeze rays at you and stuff like that, and you have to go through ice obstacles and then things like that. So I think a lot of it is more sort of like reasons for the adventure, and the story I feel like is probably pretty similar to like most other stories. Well, I mean, if they choose to. I mean, I think the value. I personally am thankful of this because I'm a story person and I like stories, and so I like the direction that video games are going in, where there's a story that sort of justifies why you're fighting people or what you're fighting for, and what you need to go through in order to sort of get to the end of the story.
See virtual reality opening up for that type of storytelling for a character like Batman?
I think virtual reality is it's tricky. I think it's something that people will have to sort of figure out, because I think for the most part, like when you are making a movie, you control basically what the audience is looking at, where they go, the timing of it. But once you get into like virtual reality, I think that it becomes a thing is like you can do whatever you want, because it's just a 360 virtual space that you can it doesn't force you anywhere. So I think it's, I don't know. I'm curious like how they're gonna navigate that, to be honest.